started praying to the earth. The next day, people come out and we're looking at the sun again, praying. And they turned around and there were two people over there now, praying to the earth. The elder of the tribe saw this and shed a tear. And where that tear hit the ground, the little stream started. The next morning, whenever they got up and they looked to the sun to pray, and they looked, and there were even more people over here praying to the earth, and that little tear had turned into a little bigger stream. And as the days went by, the water got wider, and it divided those that looked to the sun to pray and those that looked to the earth. And before long, it wasn't even a stream anymore, it was a creek, and then it turned into a river. And then before long, it was so wide, they had to look really hard just to see those other ones over there. Because all the tears of the elders had saw this time coming. The people that would pray to the sun and the people that would pray to the earth. That somehow, in some way, with this new understanding, it would divide us. So the elders prayed and prayed that the people would come back together as one. In the clan that prayed to the sun, there was a young man. He would go down to the river every day to fetch water for his people to drink or to wash with or whatever it was. He'd go down to the river, and one day he looked up, and way across the river he saw this beautiful, beautiful girl. And all he could do was have this song in his heart, and he called out to her. He said, "Hey, oh, hey, hey, oh." On the other side of the river, the young girl, she used to come down to the water every day and get water for her people. And one day she looked up and she saw this beautiful man standing way on the other side of the river. And her heart sang a song. She called out to him, "Well, day after day, they'd come out and they'd come to the river. One day the wind picked up and the eagle flew over. The eagle was flapping its wings. The young man raised a prayer to the eagle and said, "Please take this song to her so she might know my heart." The eagle came and the wind began to grow, and the people in the clans and the tribes began to come together, and they knew that something great was happening at the water. And they came down to the water. Both tribes, they come down, and at this time the young man, whenever he looked up, he saw this eagle feather coming down, and he reached up with his hand and he received it. The eagle flew over to where the young girl was, and the feather came down, landed, she caught it. And whenever they received these eagle feathers, they knew what to do. The medicine was coming together. So they began to sing the song that lived in their heart that neither one of them had heard the other sing, and they began to walk toward each other in the river. And the people came to see what was happening. And they began to sing this song that was taught to them by the wind. The song was taught to them to bring the love together, to bring the tribes together, to bring all people together as one love and one heart and one heartbeat of the earth. And they began to sing their song, and they walked toward one another, and the eagle began to circle over. And as they got closer and closer to each other, the water started to get narrow. And as they came together, the eagle came, and when they joined each other in the river, the current started to carry them down the river toward the waterfall. And the people watched, and they began to sing this song, and as they began to sing the song, their sorrow began to, because they saw that they were going toward the edge of the waterfall and they were going to go over. And as they began to sing the song as one tribe, and they could now see each other, and they recognized their relatives over there across the river, and remembered what life was truly about, was being together and being family, being community and one love. So the people came together, and as right before they were going off the edge of the waterfall, the eagle came and carried. And he carried them to find the balance in life, and that's why we have what we call the equator, that center, that balance of which our life, Turtle Island, spins upon. that can have that blood has traveled so that we might know about it. Offer this song in a good way, and